All right, guys, this is DW here. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different in this video because I want to show you all my entire Angry Birds plush collection. This is so far all I've got. It is not a complete collection, obviously, because I don't have some of the ones. I don't have all of the pig plushies. I don't have all of the season plushies like the winter yellowbird or the St. Patrick's Day bird and whatnot. But this is all I have. And I don't have all the Angry Birds Rio stuff either. But this is all I've got so far. We're going to start with the birds, and I'm going to be walking around a lot to show you all what I have. Here is a beanbag red bird. I actually don't know when I got this. Yeah, some of the stuff I don't know when I got. I don't even remember anymore, but there's a beanbag. This was actually the very first Angry Birds plush I got back in early 2012. It is a 12-inch, I think, 12-inch red Angry Bird. Back in the day, I used to refer this guy as Terrence because I did not have a Terrence plush back in the day. But yeah, this is a big boy. The sound boxes do not work anymore, I should point out. Here was the very first 5-inch plush I got. The smaller version of red, as you can see by a beak. I got this one at Target in 2012. So pretty interesting to know. Here's another one I have, just more rounder and a little bit smaller. One of my brother's ex-girlfriends gave this to me back in the day when I was much younger. And whenever I like this one a little bit more, just because, you know, this is what basically red looks like. That one's a little bit more oval shaped. Here is the bluebird that splits into three. There is a piece of hair on him. Oh, it's on his tail. Okay, there we go. You can refer to him as Jay, Jake, or Jim, wherever you want to call him. But I do have the seasons plushies, so I don't know. You do you. Whichever you would prefer him is fine with me. And yes, I'm so sorry that I have to do this, but sometimes, yeah, I have a lot of plushies. So eventually I have to put the camera down sometimes just to reach the plushie. Here is Chuck, the yellow bird. By the way, that blue plush I just showed you I got from Target as well. This one I also got from Target. The yellow bird I have, of course, is shaped like a triangle. And he goes super fast. So, yeah, there's the yellow bird. Here is the blackbird. This one I did not get from Target. There's a lot of hair on them. Yeah, a lot of these have a bunch of hair on them that I can't seem to get off. I have to wash these. But yeah, here is Bomb, the blackbird. This one I did not get from Target. My mom ordered this online back in the day for me as a little surprise. But yeah, there is that. And here is a much larger blackbird. I think this one is 10 inches, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know when I got this one. I think I either got this on Christmas Day in 2012 or on Easter Day of 2013. I'm not sure exactly. Now here is the white bird, aka Matilda. Even though this doesn't look like Matilda, or at least in the Angry Birds movie or the tunes, so I don't think this one is Matilda. And of course, the white bird is not wearing makeup. The one you'd probably see right there is Matilda, but we'll get to that when I reach for it. Here is Hal. This is a closed beak version. This was the first green bird plush I got. I have two of these, which I'm going to show in just a few seconds. But yeah, this was the first green plush bird that I got. Here's another one I got, and you can probably see the difference that this one's probably just a bit wider or bigger. I probably got this on Christmas Day in 2012. Excuse me. And here is a 10-inch version of Hal. It would have been a lot better if he had an open beak than a closed beak, but hey. Now here is the open beak version of Hal. Yes, I know his beak is a little bit messed up. I've had this for a while. Yeah, his beak is not like the other ones I've seen on YouTube, but it is what it is. I'd usually prefer this one. Open beak Hal is better than closed beak Hal. Oh God, yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna be walking around a lot. Here is Terrence. This is a 5-inch plush, however. As you can see, I think I got this Easter Day in 2013 or 2014. I don't know. I don't keep track sometimes. Of course, I have to walk over all the way over here now just to grab another plush. Yeah, it's a big collection, I'll know. Here is the 10-inch Terrence version, as he should be, because he's much bigger than all the other Angry Birds in the game, besides the Mighty Eagle, but we'll get to that. This, I remember when I got this as an Easter present in 2013. He's a pretty big boy. I will tell you that for sure. Here is Bubbles, the orange bird. I got this as a 9th birthday present in 2012. Pretty cute, and I love the little long beak he has. Of course, he turned into a bubble or a balloon, whatever. And that's what it looks like. I like his little small face and his little beak and yeah, it's hard to hold a plushie like that and hold a camera at the same time, but there is the puffed up orange bird into a balloon or bubble, whatever you want to call it. And of course, we walk back over here. Here is Stella, the pink bird that was introduced in Angry Birds Seasons Back to School in Season 2. This I got as an Easter present in 2014. She is very beautiful, and as you can see, she is a girl compared to the white bird here. Well, that was all the regulars. Let's move on to the season plushies. This should be interesting. Here is a Halloween Devil Redbird plush. You can use this in the Halloween or Trick or Treat, whatever works for you. I don't care. It's Halloween based. Here is one of my favorites, the Wizard Yellowbird plush. I love this one. The wizard hat does not stick up as well as it used to be back in the day, but whatever. And hang on, I've been on the camera. There we go. And here is a Frankenstein Halloween Blackbird. As you can see, these little things are made of plastic, of course. And all 3 of these Halloween plush I got for Christmas in 2012. Here is a female red Angry Bird from Hogs and Kisses, as you can see with the yellow tie. The only time you would see this bird is in the picture at the end of Hogs and Kisses when her and the male red bird are together. Now here is Matilda, basically the white bird with makeup and the tie. And as you can see on the PC version of Hogs and Kisses, you'll see her at the top of the screen. But this is what Matilda looked like in Angry Birds Toons. So this I refer to as Matilda, not that one. Whoever this is Matilda. That, some people call him Matt. Okay, here is the Easter Bunny red bird, and as you can see, the side is stitched off, but get that soon fixed. And of course, it's kind of annoying to keep the bunny ears up, but it is what it is. And here is a pink bird with the Easter Bunny. Shit, I dropped it. I actually didn't know they made this. I got this as an Easter present in 2014. Kind of weird they chose this for the pink bird instead of like the black or white, considering she was not part of the Easter group during season 1. So I don't know why they chose Easter Bunny for the pink bird, but it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. Let's move all the way over here. These plushies I recently got. I just got a couple days ago. Here is a winter redbird with the green hat and scarf. This I ordered off of, I think it was, yeah, this one I ordered off of eBay. As you can see, yeah, I just recently started collecting Angry Bird plushies again. Here's another one I recently got, the winter bluebird plush with the yellow hat, as you can see. Now, I don't have a winter yellowbird plush. That would suck. If there's anyone out there that knows where I can find it, leave a comment down below. Now, here's the winter blackbird plush. His beak's a little bit stained, but no big deal. With the red hat, that looks pretty cool. This one I got off from Etsy, and this was the last one on the on the site too. I'm so sorry for those of you that had this in your carts, but I wanted to get this one, so sorry about that. Here is the winter Whitebird plush with the blue hat and scarf. Well, light blue, basically. The yellow bird has the dark blue. But yeah, this is the white winter plush bird. Now we got to go all the way back over here once again and move on to the Christmas plushies before we move on to all the other stuff. Here is a 10-inch Christmas red hat bird. I actually don't know when I got this, probably in 2012. I don't know. As you can see, the Christmas hat. Here's one I recently got as well, the Christmas Bluebird plush. Now, when I first saw this in the picture, I thought it was like a 5-inch plus because, you know, the picture was really up close. I was wrong. This is 10 inches or maybe 9 inches. I don't know. I don't measure the plushies I have, so there you go. Here is the Christmas hat Yellowbird plush, another one I recently got. It is 5 inches, I can tell because that's what it said. Here is the Christmas hat Blackbird plush. I got this on Christmas Day in 2018. This was the most recent one I got before I got some of the other stuff. But here he is. Here is a 5-inch Whitebird with a Christmas hat, as you can see, and it has a little piece of hair on him, which I'm going to get off right now. And there it is. And here is a 10-inch Whitebird Christmas hat plush, as you can see. Well, that was all Angry Birds season stuff. I'm hoping to get more soon. I'm probably hoping to get the St. Patrick's one and both of the blue and yellow bird with the Easter bunny hats. Let's move on to some of the Angry Birds Rio stuff. I don't have all the Angry Bird Rio plushes I have. Like I said, I don't have blue or some of the other plushes like Nico. But here is one of the birds that is in the cage during the first part of Angry Birds Rio. This is a pink one with yellow eyes and whatever. And here is a purple one, as you can see. Sound boxes do not work anymore, as always. This one, I forgot his name, like Pingaroo. I don't know. For those of you that watched Rio or played Angry Birds Rio and know this character's name, please leave a comment down below because I forgot what his name was exactly. But yeah. And here is Jewel, the girlfriend of Blue or whatever. Pretty weird when you look at it from this angle, but here it looks pretty decent. And we have one more Angry Birds Rio plush, a Marmoset, the enemy. Yeah, I think this one is a 6-inch plush, or yeah, this is 6 inches, I think. Marmoset, sound box is in his chest, but doesn't work as always, and the tail the tail is stitched on. All right, here's some space plushies I have. Here is I think this is an 8-inch Angry Birds Space Red with a mask. Honestly, he looks like Mr. Incredible. And here is a smaller version, as you can see. And here is the Space Bluebird, the Lightning Bird, whatever you want to call him. I think I may have got this on Christmas or my birthday in 2012. I don't know. I forgot anymore. Here is the Space Chuck, or the Laser Bird. He is now purple for some reason, but yeah. Obviously, he goes fast in Angry Bird Space as always, but you can also shoot lasers. Here is the Bomb Space Bird who looks like Saturn, Egg Saturn, or whatever it was, and the little flame on there, which is pretty cool. Definitely my favorite of the space plushies. Here is the Incredible Terrence, who is green, apparently. Could not find a larger version. This one I got from Chuck E. Cheese's years ago. And here is the Ice Bird, which I also think I got from Chuck E. Cheese's. The Ice Bird is only available to play in Angry Birds Space. It sucks that he was not in a permanent character for the other Angry Birds games. He's only used in Angry Birds Space, so kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Now let's move on to Angry Birds Star Wars. Here is the Luke Skywalker bird, or Red Skywalker, whatever you want to call him, with his little lightsaber thing. And here is another one, but much larger in his little suit, or I don't know what you call it. I don't know what suit this is called. For those of you that watched or played Angry Birds Star Wars more than I did, I don't know what you call this suit. Here is it. Oh, there goes my marmoset. Here is an Obi-Wan Kenobi Blackbird, 10-inch plush. I can see. Again, hard to hold the camera and hold a plush like this at the same time, as you can see. So put that down there. Boop. Oh, didn't mean to. And yes, I have 2 Han Solo Yellowbirds by accident. But all of these Star Wars plush I got as a Easter present in 2014. There's that was Han Solo number 1, and here's Han Solo number 2. Here's the Chewbacca bird, Terrence, as you can see. I like the little teeth he has there. And yes, his eyes are covered, but there's the eyes. Here is the C-3PO white bird, or I don't know what you call it. And I don't have R2-D2. I just now noticed that. I never had him. But yeah, there's the C-3PO bird. If he can stand up straight. Okay. Here is Master Yoda. I don't know if I don't know. I didn't play Angry Birds Star Wars as much. I just got this just because I love Angry Birds. But I never really played Angry Birds Star Wars that much. I'll just say that for sure. But there's Master Yoda. Here is the Princess Leia bird. Of course, with the little buns. Pink bird. Well, that was all the birds in general. But we got 2 more Star Wars plush. And most of the others are pigs. I don't have as many pig plush as I thought, but I will get some more in the future. Here is the Stormtrooper pig. I only have 1, but I'm bound to get more. And here is Lord Vader. Darth Vader, whatever. I don't know. Well, that was all the Star Wars. Now let's move on to the pigs in general. Here is the first ever pig plush I got. The basic pig, just basically. Again, none of the sound boxes work. Some of them don't even have sound boxes, but yeah, this was the first ever pig plush I got. Here is the sister pig, or the pig from Hogs and Kisses with the pink bow tie, as you can see. Here is a small king pig, aka the prince pig, because you can see the king pig there. But yeah, this was the first of the ones I got. Here is an Easter bunny pig from Easter eggs, as you can see. Yep, as you can see, the Easter bunny. Oh, my eye's itching. Hang on. Okay. My eye was itching there. Here is the postman or engineer pig, as you want to call it. I used to call him the postman pig because I think he was the mailman with the little bag. But as soon as I realized, he looked like the engineer pig from Bad Piggies. So that's what I now call him. I don't just call him the postman pig anymore. I call him an engineer pig as well. And yes, this thing is open. Like, you can open this, but I'm not going to do it because I'm holding a camera and I don't want to waste any more time. Here is the Cupid pig from Hogs and Kisses with the little hearts and the little angel wings there. Interesting. And here is a Christmas pig from Season's Greetings or Wreck the Halls or Winter Wonderham. I don't know. Anything Christmas related is the same thing. My shoulder is itching and my eye is still itching. Okay. Get that piece of hair off him. Here is the helmet pig, or corporate pig, whatever you want to call him. Little cracked helmet. I don't know why they decided to do this with the bruise, but I just thought it was funnier. And another piece of hair. Yeah, a lot of these plush have hairs on them. I haven't used these in a long time. And my eye is still itching. I don't know what is going on with me. Okay. Here is the pumpkin pig. As you can see, it is very dirty, but soon to get that washed. And under the hat, actually has ears. The helmet pig does not have ears, however. Here is the chef pig, as you can tell, very dirty as well as the eyes. But this was one of my favorites as a kid. I love the chef pig. I called him Chef Pochon. Pay dividends to J. Sullivan 1998, currently now known as Exploding Film. If you were not a fan of J. Sullivan 1998 or Super Ugly 18 back in the day, then I don't know what is. Here is the mustache pig. I think this one is a 4-inch, not a 5-inch, but I do plan on getting an 8-inch mustache pig sometime soon. Here's one of my favorites. again, the earmuff pig from Angry Birds Seasons, from Seasons Greetings, Wreck the Halls, Winter Wonderham, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no soundbox, whatever. And finally, we have the King Pig, my favorite of the pig plushies. All of his glory, his crown came off twice back in the day, but it's still stitched on. Still looks pretty great, with the exception of the sound box. But yeah, there's the King Pig. But we have one more, and that brings us to the Mighty Eagle. All in his glory. Has a little stain on his beak, but it's no big deal. The Mighty Eagle, he's a big boy. I got this as a Christmas present in 2012. Very big. I wrestle with this guy sometimes. But yeah, there is the Mighty Eagle in all of his glory. And there you guys have it. That is my Angry Birds plush collection. And this guy is not straight. There we go. Well, neither is that guy. But there you guys have it. That is my official Angry Birds plush. It's a lot, I know, but I've probably seen more on YouTube. But I do plan on collecting more in the future. Yeah, that's my official Angry Birds plush collection. Which one's your favorite? Leave a comment down below. Peace out.